Morning folks, it's Monday 23rd of August and woken up at Stonehenge. I had a lovely night's sleep. Did have a couple of beers mind before I went to bed. The old I never say it very as it's probably supposed to be said, but the Peugeot lantern, it's little paraffin lantern, lovely ambience in the van. If you've got a little camper van, get one of those. They give such a nice glow, a little bit of heat as well. I had a mega sleep. I was tired, but as I said before, that bed that's in the camper van is the comfiest thing ever. I actually sleep better in that than I do in my own bed at home. It's a bit damp and drizzly here this morning. The boys have been walked. They've had a mega run in the field just behind the van. There is no sheep or cattle in those fields. They're a good 2 or 3 fields away. So I'm just gonna have a quiet, I'll say quick stroll up just to see the stones before the marauds of people get here. I never took a photograph on my phone yesterday. I'm being an Instagram whore. The image off the GoPro, it'd be off the video, it wouldn't be off a photograph, so it wouldn't be the best quality. So I'm just going to try and get a quick snap on my phone. Then we're going to set off down to I think Bournemouth or Boscombe. It's got a lovely beach down there. It's only an hour's drive. I think there's a lesser percentage chance of rain down there than there is here. So actually quite lucky at the moment. I don't actually think there's anybody around them. I'm gonna get a quick photograph before anybody does. Oh God, it's not a steep hill, but I'm not exactly fit. It's like Challenge Annika, the heavy breathing down the camera. Stretch photographing process. Things I do for social media. That's a good one. I can edit out the security guard. But now look, this is the start of it. This is a Monday morning, and look how busy it is. It's just, this is a nice attraction to come to, but really, I could get on a bus. Not one of those people. It's too much. So I've had a lot of messages, obviously on the back of where we stayed last night and the proximity to where we are. And the van life scene where you can park, and just in relation to the Park for a Night app and other apps that I use, just use Google Maps. As long as it's not got a restriction on it, you pay your road tax and you're not alienating locals. We're not on the carriageway or off the side, then there's no reason why you can't park there. Probably going to struggle a bit more down on the south coast because people have generally ruined it for everybody else who've abused it. But we'll head a bit further inland possibly. You know, you always find laybys and tucked away little places in woodland areas, as long as there's enough light for the solar, which on my point out this morning, batteries, even though it's grey as anything, still generating 4 or 5 amps of electric. It's self-sufficient. But yeah, it's coming back to parking. It's a big issue at the moment. There's a lot of people coming into van life, and they don't have the same understanding as a lot of people in terms of respecting it. Alright, it's a way of life, but there's a lot of people who live permanently in the vans and rely on these park-ups to live and try and obviously maintain a quality of life. They can't always afford to live in houses. Sometimes it's a choice to live in these vans. You know, it's a way of life, and if we, or people as part-time van users, start to abuse the areas that they live from time to time, then it's going to make it harder for them. And I think we have to be respectful to that, you know, to the communities that we go to. And sadly, not enough people of this mindset. They come, they think they're just there for a day or two, whatever, and they don't realise that, you know, the next person wants to come and enjoy it as they found it, and you've got to adhere to that. The other message, which was quite nice, friend, colleague, is I've seen him looking at motor vehicles. There's a friend on Facebook, and I think he was heading towards, or had gone to look at a Tiguan, or Tiguan. Subsequently, I had a message this morning to say that he's bought a T6, and that my influence of van life has swayed his decision. Don't blame me, Mr. Webb. You're your own man. I certainly think you've made the better choice. You'll enjoy it. Nice little day van. A few days away in that, you and the family be exploring, adventures. It'll be van life, hashtag van life, hashtag Webb family. I'm sure you'll have some good times in it. I say, if you follow this a bit more, you'll be able to experience some of these good park-ups, hopefully. But I look forward to seeing it, some photographs uploaded when you've got it. And thanks for watching, by the way. It's nice to know you're following. To all the little Webbs, this is for you. Big wave. Get Daddy to bring you here, Stonehenge. All these big stones are, and you can play in these fields. Come and see the cows and the sheep. Okay, right, off now to Bournemouth. An hour's drive, a bit more of van life. So I've just landed in so I've got Doritos all over me. Just landed in Sandbanks. I know how the other half live. Driving around in a camper van puts things in perspective, that there's a hell of a lot of wealth in such a small place. It's absolutely dripping in money, and architecturally it's a beautiful place, but its actual, you know, setting is wonderful. And you've got literally a road that runs just next to the water's edge. People are supping or paddleboarding, I don't know how you describe it, kite surfing, but it's dripping in wealth. It really is a nice place to come. We're just going to head up now to a place called Delft Woods. It's away from the hustle and bustle, and I'm going to walk the boys in this woodland area. But I mean, some of these properties, it's just beautiful. Look at that one up there, like Art Deco. Some of them are apartments, some of them are houses. Well, beautiful, the views they've got. The water almost looks green. Fabulous. Just people watch for ages. Back later. So come away from the coast now. I found this Forestry Commission car park down there for dog walking. bit of off-road tyring to get up. It's quite steep and hollowy. Tyres have done good. It's good for walking the dogs, and I think tonight this will be the place. It's got enough light just for the solar, so still get a bit of light through there. So it should be okay for tonight. So I'll kick back and have a beer and walk the dogs in a bit, and then relax. I'm tired. Still a bit stressed after that near miss. Yeah. We're in a place called Dresden. I can't have. It's on my phone. Can't think what it's called. Dorset. Yeah, so it's a bit of a slope, but you know, it'll do for tonight. I'm that tired, I think I could sleep stood up. Still can't get over I didn't make contact with that bloke. Bizarre. I expected to come out and see all that front end stoved in, but no, it was fine. So I'll be walking up there with the dogs later. Hopefully these three will disappear.